Hello, I'm Rich Krebs, and welcome to this week's BizShare Networking Show. It's a show where multiple businesses share their social media friends with each other. So get ready to hear about 4 great companies and a local nonprofit. You might even want to offer your services to these companies. But please make sure you say hi on their Facebook pages and give them an opportunity to serve you and your friends. Now let's get this show moving. I'd like to welcome our next guest, Miss Kathy Seegers of Wildwater Adventure Park. Kathy, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
We didn't really have much of a winter. It kind of came and went, and it was cold, and all of a sudden it's hot again. Now, I mean, spring has sprung, and you're gearing up for an amazing summer of fun at Wildwater Adventure Park.
Yeah, we're getting out there. We've got 100 days of fun for all of our the people come out and play, and we found that season passes are a great way for people to enjoy the summer. With the recession and that, a lot of people are doing that, what they call staycations.
Sure.
Or daycations, and we try to take advantage of that and offer more things for our season pass holders. Right now we have a sale on, it's $54.99 and normal summer is $79.99. So it's a great way to come unlimited all during the summer. We've expanded our hours to give people more opportunity to come out after work.
That would be extra offerings you're giving. That's kind of how you landed the People's Choice Award.
Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah, that sounded good. Yeah, we're very humbled by it. We know that we always have our work to do because we always have to meet the guest expectations, but we try to do that. We've offered a variety of venues. We have extra hours this year, some expanded entertainment, and Friday family nights have been a great hit for families.
And even if you're not in the immediate, Fresno Clovis area, well, we used to drive up from Visalia, and you'd think, well, maybe I'll just go a couple of times, and I won't buy the pass. The pass is really the way to do it.
It is, and we've got season pass holders who live in Bakersfield, Gilroy. They come from all over because we have 52 acres and we're out in the country, and when you come to the park, our atmosphere is so different than any place else in the valley. We have lots of grass and lakes and things that just make you feel like you got to get away.
Sure. Well, after doing your networking here on BizShare, you can do a lot of networking as you're rubbing some elbows, soaking up those golden rays out there in the sunshine at Wildwater Adventure. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more. So if you're thinking about having your eyes done, it might be best to have it done with the laser. So I've got the beautiful Miss Rochelle Miller right here with us, with Fogg Maxwell in here in Remington Eye Care. How are you, Rochelle?
Good, thank you for having me.
So with that crazy segue, that kind of leads me to ask the question, what is LASIK?
LASIK uses lasers on your eyes. So for someone like me who might want to see better, I do have the option to go in and see the doctor and have a consult about getting LASIK eye surgery. It's an outpatient procedure, and it only takes about 5 minutes. They cut a little flap in your eye, use the laser to correct your vision, and you go home.
And I've had it done before, and I was actually thoroughly impressed with how quickly I was in and out, and then how quickly I was seeing immediately afterwards. There is not much downtime, and all of a sudden your vision is crisp and clear very quickly.
Yes, it is.
What are there certain people that would be better patients for? Or does it kind of depend on the consult when Dr. Maxwell looks at you and says, you know what, let's decide which way to go?
Dr. Maxwell would meet with you, and he would let you know if you are a good candidate for this surgery. If you're not a candidate for the LASIK eye surgery, there are some other options.
Okay. Yeah. And of the other options too, I know that years ago PRK was really popular. Then they went more into LASIK, but now because of the advance in technology, sometimes PRK or LASIK is a better option for you.
Yes, so it just depends on your eye, it depends on the patient, and Dr. Maxwell would meet with you and help you make the best decision whether you need the LASIK or the PRK.
So from the beginning of the process, I pick up the phone and I call you and say, you know what, I've heard this LASIK is great, I want to get this done. Is it a 6-month backlog? Is it just a couple weeks? How does it usually work until you can get scheduled in for surgery and get great vision?
You could get your consult immediately, the same week. And as far as the LASIK surgery, probably a few weeks, I'm assuming.
Probably just depends on the doctor's schedule, but for the most part, it's quick. They're not waiting half a year to get this thing done.
Yeah, as long as Dr. Maxwell's not on vacation, you get in right away.
Right, and with as many hours as he works, I'm sure on occasion those need to happen.
Yes.
But, a lot of people, I think, are probably, if they come back and talk to you afterwards, are just thoroughly amazed at how quickly
they are.
They had perfect vision, or we call 20/20 perfect. Sometimes it's even better than that.
Yes, some people have much better vision afterwards. We have a client that came in and actually told me that he sees better now than with the 20/20 correction he had with his contacts before. So it's incredible.
Now is the time to make it happen.
Yes.
I love it. We'll give the good folks at Fogg, Maxwell, and here in Remington Eye Care a call and start seeing clearly today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. In the business world, when you're trying to get a product out there, a lot of the opportunity comes from a thing called a trade show, and you can't just stand there, sit at a table, and think you're going to be able to get all the information out. You need an expert, and Marketing Plus will make that happen, especially Miss Julie Lucido, the CEO. How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm doing very well.
Good. You probably helped a ton of people that thought they were ready for a trade show and had no idea how to pull one off correctly.
I have an interesting stat for you. Less than 1% of people who do trade shows have any sort of formal training in trade shows. I kind of
see that though when I go to a trade show.
Yeah, and it's just shot in the dark. And the shame of it is a trade show is a large investment for a company. But if done well, you should bring sales home, or you should close leads. If you're trying to touch a potential lead 7 to 9 times to close the sale, that trade show, you can do 5 of those touches in one place at one time.
Perfect. Get them thinking about you right away.
Absolutely. It's the perfect culmination of all your marketing, and we make it easier for people because we handle all the logistics, all the orders, also the special events. We call it a concierge service, where literally we have staff team members that travel all over the US and Canada, as well as international and local shows, and take care of everything. And they're on call 24/7 the week of the show. Our clients can actually go and do breakfast deals. They can have dinners. We plan their private party special events, but we also set up their booth. We build their display. We meet with their staff before and train them on proper sales techniques on a trade show floor, which is unique. It's different from a one-on-one sales experience.
And how nice is that too when the person that you've hired comes back and says, here's your 3 great leads, take them to dinner.
Absolutely.
Done.
Absolutely.
I love it. That's why you need to call Marketing Plus. Julie and her team will make you look fabulous and close those deals. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with another guest. And I'd like to welcome our next guest is Mr. Marty Mayforth of the Madera Auto Center. Marty, how are you?
Rich, very good. How are you?
I'm great. You know, when I think about the Madera Auto Center, when people hear the name Madera, whether they're in Fresno or they're in the South Valley or even north of Madera, they think it's just another city and it's going to be a long ways away. People don't realize how easy you are to find right off the 99.
Yeah, we're really in a very good location. I mean, it's about 15 minutes from the northern end of Fresno. It's easy to get to. Cleveland Avenue off-ramp takes you right on Country Club, and you can't miss us. We're on the left side about a quarter of a mile up.
I've left, I believe, from the Knees area and 41 in Fresno, and I've made it to your place quicker than I could have made it in Knees to Clovis going all the way across town.
Yeah, really, on the highway, it is much quicker than trying to go through the surface streets, especially drive time traffic. So, we get a lot of people from Fresno that do drive up there. It's quick and easy for them. They like the ability to deal with a locally owned store.
Sure.
Where I'm there almost every day, and I think they feel that the attention makes the buying experience that much better.
A lot of owners will say that too, and they'll say, oh, I'm there every day, and it's really lucky if you even find them there, and that is not the case with you. Every time I've gone in there, you're one of the first faces I see.
Doors open and I walk around, so it's management by walking around at a dealership.
And you feel like, having that type of control, that you're there, just gives you that much more of an impact into customer service and making sure people get the best deal and the best service.
That's right. It's another set of eyes. My office is right next to the finance office, so most of the customers that come in, as they're doing their paperwork, I'm listening to most of the transaction, and I don't have a problem going out and talking to them at that point, and that way they can know that the owner is there, and that if there is an issue or a problem, I'm going to be there to take care of it.
It seems lots of times in businesses, when you've made a success of a business like you have, that after a while the owner gets to the point where he's burnt out and he just wants to leave, but you pride yourself on being there for just that much more success.
That's correct. The economy over the last 4 years, I think, has pretty much weeded out those people, because if they weren't paying attention to business, they're not in business anymore.
Sure.
And I think, my discipline of being there every day, I think really does set an example for the rest of the staff, and I think helps the rest of the staff when there is an issue that comes up that they need someone to take care of.
Sure. And that is what BizShare Networking is all about. And we hope that you'll visit the fine folks up at Madera Auto Center. And please stay tuned for our next guest. Welcome back to BizShare. You know, life is precious, and sometimes it's just a little too short. So if you're facing one of those episodes in life, Hines Hospice may be the exact company that's a perfect fit for you. Miss Lauren Gaither, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
it's even a difficult subject just to bring up, but sometimes when we've got patients that are terminally ill, they have nowhere to turn. They don't know what to do to everything that's overwhelming to them right now, but you offer that support.
Yeah, you know what? In 1981, Nancy Hines, our founder, saw that need in the community, and she opened up her own home originally and just started taking care of patients. So that we've really grown. It's been 31 years now. We now operate the only inpatient facility in Fresno, Madera, and Merced counties.
Okay.
And we also, you know, take care of patients in their homes. So we have anywhere from 100 to 130 patients at any given time that we're helping in their own home.
Sure. Well, there are different hospice organizations. So what kind of really sets you guys apart?
You know, I think that one of the things that we really focus on is that level of care and bringing in, you know, everyone from the social worker to our amazing volunteers. We have over 200 volunteers that actually help in the patient's home and relieve that caregiver. And, you know, also our Center for Grief and Healing. So after the patient has died, we follow that family for 13 months and provide bereavement support. We have specialized support groups, individual counseling. And you know what, it just really makes a difference, I think. You know, we don't necessarily get reimbursed for the total cost of the care that's involved, but Nancy feels it's so important. I think everyone that works with us really feels that commitment to making that difference.
Well, Lauren, in your line of work, it's really about the employees, because some people could be there just collecting a paycheck, and there are those that really care, and you try to hire those people that really care, because that makes a difference then in your image.
You know what, I don't think that anyone who didn't really care would apply with Hines Hospice. You know, our agency is so focused on the patient and the family, and I think that, you know, that really shows in the kind of people that we have. Every single person that works for us is amazing, and they truly believe in what they do, and I think that that just really makes a difference in the level of care, and then in the way the family feels treated, you know, and the family feels like they're in their own home, and the people that are there with them actually care.
Well,
so
Lauren,
it really
we
makes
sure
a difference.
appreciate what you do, and the service is something that a lot of people, when they turn to you, they say, you know what, that's exactly what I needed at this time in life.
Well, thank you so much, and I think that it really does make a difference, so thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for watching this edition of our BizShare Networking Show. If you or your business would like to take part in this creative and remarkable social media concept, give my friends at Adventure Video a call, and they will put your company in the spotlight.